everyone. This is day 4 of this trip, but I think this is just the second video of this trip that you've seen because the other days have been fishing days. I am near a frozen reservoir right now. This is where I camped last night. Nice spot right on the edge of the ice, I guess I should say. I'm on national forest land, about half an hour from Capitol Reef National Park. I'm heading into the national park today to do some hiking. Yesterday I was fishing just, a stone's throw from here in the little creek that drains into the reservoir. That's why I'm here. That's how I found this campsite. I was feeling pretty sick actually yesterday evening and through the night. Just felt achy all over. Feeling better now, but I'll have to monitor that throughout the day. And had some other issues, but not 100%, but should still be a good day. Let's pack up, hit the road, and drive into Capitol Reef. Okay, I am in Capitol Reef National Park. I used my National Parks Pass. This is a beautiful place. And I'm going to hike to the visitor center via Sulphur Creek. It's about 6 miles. Basically, I'm going down into a stream bed, into a stream that has high sides on it, and I'm gonna be walking through the stream for 6 miles back to the visitor center, and then from there I'll try to hitch a ride back to my car. If not, I'll just walk. I think it's 2 or 3 miles, so it would take an hour to walk back to the car. Not a huge deal. I very nearly hit a deer on my way here. It was just after I'd left my camping area, my campsite. I was going along at 55 miles an hour. This row of like 4 deer jump out into the road, or they're trying to dart across. So I slam on the brakes and swerve to avoid hitting the deer. The car does a 180, skid marks all along the road. I go into the other lane, into oncoming traffic. Luckily there weren't any other cars coming. And then slide on over into the shoulder on the other side of the road, between 2 of those metal posts that they have on the side of the road. Very lucky. 2 deer hits in a year would have been bad. Anyway, here we go. Almost into this little dry wash. Then I think this leads into the creek itself, which is back over here. I'm guessing it'll take 3 hours, give or take, to get to the visitor center. It's 11 o'clock now. I actually drove to the visitor center first to ask a ranger about conditions of the creek here. They said the creek isn't crazy high or anything like that. It's normal, but it is very cold and I will have to walk in the creek. Okay, I've been hiking for about 45 minutes. It took longer than I thought it would to get to the creek. This is Sulphur Creek. I just came from this dry wash over here. What a beautiful little creek, huh? I say this all the time whenever I see water in the desert, but I just love seeing water in the desert, especially running water like this. It was almost exactly 2 miles to get here, so I've got 4 miles left. There's a little bit of snow, of hard-packed snow in the shade here. This is the first patch I've seen. Got into a waterfall here. I scrambled down over this side. Here's the waterfall. I believe that's the first of 3 waterfalls that you have to climb down around. But wow, this section is awesome. And then just 5 minutes later is the second waterfall. This down climb looks a little bit more tricky. Looks like I go down right here. That was really difficult actually. I came down right here, but I think you can probably go around the top of one of the sides, and that would be much easier. Ooh, that was unpleasant. This is such a pretty canyon now. This hike is great. Alright, we are at the third and final waterfall. I think you're supposed to go to the left, but I'm just going to try to down climb straight here. Let's head back to the visitor center now, past that last obstacle, that last hurdle. And now it's 7/10 of a mile back to the visitor center. If all you want to do is see a little waterfall, then you can just hike up to the waterfall from the visitor center without all the other down climbing and longer hiking. Here is the Sulphur Creek lime kiln. The sign says it was built in about 1900 by the settlers who lived in this area. Pretty cool place. I'm 5 or 10 minutes from the visitor center. And that was a really great hike. I really enjoyed that. I'm still not feeling 100%. I'm feeling weak and tired, and so I had to kind of push through that a little bit, but really enjoyable hike. This is a hike I've been wanting to do for at least a couple of years now, but every time in the past that I've been here, it's been too cold or it's been rainy. And so it just wasn't a good time to do it, but this was a good time to do it today. Here's the visitor center. I've been hiking for 2 hours, 50 minutes, and going for 6.65 miles. So pretty close to the estimate on the sign of 6.8 miles. I guess if you go all the way to the parking lot, that's what it is. Here's the visitor center. I'm going to cut over to the highway that runs east and west through the park and hike 3.3 miles back to my car. Well, I made it back to the car and I am just wrecked. I'm really tired, just have no energy. I'm definitely sick or something's wrong. I was going to do another hike today east of the national park, east of Capitol Reef, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to drive west out of the park. It's 3 o'clock. I should be able to find a campsite in the next half hour to an hour or so. Then I'm just going to lay down and convalesce and recover. So I'll give you an update once I get to the campsite. I've just been sitting in the car here for about 15 minutes with my eyes closed. It took me about an hour and 5 minutes to get back to the car. Not terrible. But yeah, I'll let you know once I find a place to camp. Found a campsite. It's about 4 o'clock, so I have about 4 hours of daylight left. I'm just gonna lie down and try not to move too much. This is the dirt road I came in on. The main paved road is not too far out this way. I can hear cars as they pass, but it's a pretty cool site. Got this neat rock formation behind me here. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. If I still feel lousy, then I might drive home later tomorrow or the next day. This trip was supposed to be another 6 or 7 days, so that would be unfortunate, but being sick, stuck in a RAV4 is not very enjoyable. I'd rather be at home with my wife and with unlimited Wi-Fi. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video.